Oh, it's there. Hey, there we go, guys. Sorry for the delay. I could not figure out how to start the stream there. So got Tiffany here with me. Welcome to Gearhead 704. Man, we've already got a bunch of comments.
I see that.
Even though I thought we started on time. I can't read any of them. So either you have to get my glasses or you got to read. Wait. I know I can read these. Let's see. Show them on here. Hey, howdy, folks.
Oh.
Sam from Dead Riseville. His video went up today.
Yes.
Shane saying, what? Hopefully I don't click on any of the bad. Literally, I can't read over here. So wait, I can't. No, I can't. I have to be here to read. It's part of being old.
Okay.
So if you've joined, we do have this. You are at the right place. We are giving away a Foxtoberfest VIP spot, the last paved parking spot. We're doing that tonight here on the channel. We're also going live. KASL Customs is going to be joining us here in a second.
Highly coveted.
No, this can't be Barbecue Mike. Yeah, highly coveted. You're right. Barbecue, this can't be a live stream. Hey, buddy. No, it is. It is a Gearhead 704 live stream. Oh, Matt $5 in there. I have no idea. Hey, Clay. This is the only way I can read them. It's pretty cool. I can throw them up and then I can read them over here. Yes, I do. Purple haze would be nice. Purple haze would be very nice. Tim's in the house. Always appreciate you, Tim. He says hello to all in the chat. And what else we got here? Let's see.
More people, yeah.
Maybe I should let you run this. It's like over on your side. So, guys, we're going to be doing a few things. Again, this is kind of a series we have going of live streams. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, I don't really actually enjoy live streams very much. I don't enjoy doing them. I prefer the videos. But I really am excited about Foxtoberfest, and this was Ken from Blue Oval Media's idea. So I've been trying to get other influencers on here. We're actually going to have another one tomorrow night. Tonight is the VIP giveaway, though, so stay on. We're probably going to do that a little bit later, not quite yet. But tomorrow we have a very special guest. I don't want to give away his name just yet, but you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's live stream for sure.
Right.
For sure. So they're saying hey to you, Tiff, as well. Hi, and then a bunch of stuff.
Oh, man. Mainly people are saying hi. I mean, I can read that. Hey, Matt and Tiff.
You can read it.
I know.
So her eyes are still good, guys.
What up, Gearhead? So, yeah, they're saying hi to other people.
Yeah.
So it's all just highs right now.
All highs? Hi. Everyone's high on the Gearhead stream. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Hello and welcome. And yeah, Tiffany's with me tonight. So, yeah, let's see. And Barbecue Mike saying hi. Look, we even got Funky Stings in here.
Yeah.
Saying hi to Broken Tool Garage. Jay Kennedy's in here. Hey, Matt and Tiff. Jay Kennedy, SVT. Who else we got? All kinds of people. Good. There are 38 people. So I think I'm going to go ahead. I see someone here in the waiting room. Hold on. Let me add him to the stream. Hey, there he is. Gary, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
Welcome. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Am I good here? Can you see me?
I can see you. You look good. You have like a nice beard going like me, although maybe yours a little thicker. I can't tell.
Right. I was just telling the story about this thing the other day on our podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Because you have what's the name of your podcast along with Chris? Go ahead and shout that out.
Rolling in my 5.0 podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wonder where I got that name. Anybody know?
Oh, yeah. All right. So yeah, we brought our wives on, which was a bit of a rear end kicker because they literally kicked the piss out of us every opportunity they had. And so the story came up about my beard. And for those that don't know, my wife absolutely hates it. So.
Oh, really?
Oh God, like can't stand it.
Wow. I don't know, Tiff, you're kind of, what are you? You're a beard fan, right?
I like beards actually, yeah.
So I'm okay for now, but I don't know. He's got quite the beard there. So Gary, I've actually never met you in person, believe it or not.
No, this is it. We got it coming up though, buddy.
Yeah, for a little thing called Foxtoberfest, right?
Yes, sir. I am so bloody excited. I'm like not sleeping well. And I'm still 2 weeks away from when we're actually hitting the road. So yeah, it's really, really got me excited for sure.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you to mention that. Chris was on here previously, Infamous Project, and mentioned a little bit of this, but maybe we've got some viewers who missed that one or whatever. Give us kind of an idea, because first of all, this is your very first Foxtoberfest, right?
It is. Yeah, and I just got sick and tired of listening to myself talk about, oh, I'll go next year, right? And I'm like, well, the waters are calm, so to speak, these days. And I'm like, let's just get out there and do it. Like, yeah, it's one of those things, right? Especially as we get a little longer in the tooth. You know, you talk about, well, actually, Tom, War Admiral, he talks about this quite often with his car, right? And how his dad always said, oh, I'm going to get around to building my car. And he never did. And I'm just, I don't know. The older I get, I'm like, every day's a gift, right? So you never know if tomorrow's going to come. And let's just get out there and make it happen. Even though I got to go, well, a total of 3,800 miles to get there. But that's because I got to go to Chris's place first, too. So
well, that's going to be fun. And speaking of War Admiral, he has a little comment for you there.
With no beard and a mohawk. My wife would love it.
Tiffany threw that one up. She got excited about that for some reason. But,
well, and funny enough, Chris is. Oh, sorry, Matt. Chris's gal there, Britt. She was. Her and my wife got along like a house on fire, like right out of the gate. So by the end of it all, they all had a couple drinks in them, you know, a little liquid courage. And Britt was teasing me, going like, and telling my wife, like, well, maybe, you know, if he passes out one night, we'll shave it on him or whatever, and he can come home barefaced, right? And like, listen, I haven't even given you a hug yet, Britt, but let's not start a war before we get there, right?
Oh man, is your wife coming with you to Foxtoberfest?
No, she's gonna stay home and keep the fires burning.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got this is the start of like kids' winter activities.
You're a family man, right? Like first time on my channel. So guys, he's a great Fox Body influencer channel as well. And so definitely check him out if you don't know him already. Go subscribe. But yeah, how many kids do you have?
I have 3 girls. So my youngest is 6, and then my older 2 are the kind of 18 months apart. I got a 10 and a 12-year-old.
Okay. So yeah, you're still you got your hands full there for sure. And so the wife is going to hold down the fort for you. You can't pass that up.
Yeah, I know. We kicked around a couple different ideas about maybe having my mom come in and stay with the kids, and then my wife could join me. But my brother actually just today, him and his gal had their second baby. They had a little girl today. So she's out there kind of helping them manage their way through all that, right? So anyway, that's way more important than me driving my rear end all the way down to North Carolina.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, so you're not bringing any of your foxes there, right? Is that correct?
No, in the original plan, I thought just because it's such a vast span of land that I'd need to cover in either a car or a truck and a trailer or whatever, my original plan was I was going to fly. And then this haywire friend we have in common, Chris, right? He calls me and says, hey, I got this car. It's out on the coast, on the west coast of British Columbia. I think I want to buy it. Would you be the eyes and ears and essentially do the transaction if the car looks good? Like essentially buy it if you would buy it yourself, right? And so still in the back of my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still flying to Foxtoberfest. And then we buy this bloody car. And next thing you know, he's like, well, we got to get it down here. Do you want to drive it? I'm like, what better way to cross the United States than in an 87 Fox, I guess.
Yeah, that's not really proven at all, right?
No, and it's got like 250,000 miles on it. So yeah, this is a great idea.
What could go wrong? Actually, you know, from that standpoint, I'm a little more encouraged, right? It might be a little bit scarier if you're going in like a 2,000-mile Fox, because at least 250, somebody's done something to it to get that.
You're so right, Matt. And the car has been very well taken care of. It's a pretty funny story. I mean, when I heard the mileage, I thought, oh my God, like this is going to be a wooden wagon, right? Like in Canadian terms, this thing has almost 500,000 kilometers on it. So, I mean, diesel trucks go to the junkyard way before that. So I'm thinking there's no way this Fox is still holding up. But I'll be damned, like this thing showed up. I'm like, these two dimensions don't line up, like the mileage and how the car shows. It's as if I'm not seeing it correctly. And I said to the guy, I'm like, you really could have fleeced somebody on this. Like you could have put a different odometer in it and said it had like 20,000 miles and I would have believed you. It's crazy. Wow.
Good shape then, yeah.
And it's got a stack of invoices. This guy has been documenting, like I'm talking the old Ford, like yellow carbon copy invoices from like the late 80s, early 90s. This thing's 3 inches thick. It's everything that's ever been done to the car. Like tens of thousands of dollars have been thrown at it to keep it up to date.
We're not going to talk about money put into a Fox. I've had enough of that.
This guy might have you, Matt.
Maybe. I hope he does, but he probably doesn't. Well, that's pretty awesome. Your very first trip to Foxtoberfest, you're going to go cross country with the other crazy Canadian. Well, actually, there's a few of you guys now that are in Paul the Fox too. So,
right.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Crazy Canucks? What do we call you guys? I forget.
Yeah, Crazy Canucks is probably the best way of putting it.
Okay. All I know is I like Canadians. They're really nice. So.
Right. Yeah, we do get that thrown around a lot, and we say sorry for everything and thank you for everything. And yeah, we have our tendencies.
It translates great for the Southeast. Kind of do that around here too, right? So
we do.
So, all right. Well, expectations wise, like, what are you? Do you have something you're most looking forward to Foxtoberfest besides actually arriving safely?
Yeah, that's I guess step number one, right? And then I've been warned. I've never been to SEMA either, but I have been warned that this is like a taste of that, where people go to SEMA and they think, oh, I'm going to cover all 2 million square feet of, this, wherever they house this thing, right? Convention center. And it's like, you have no idea what looking at 700-800 cars, especially ones that you're all interested in. It's one thing to go to a car show that has, a mix of everything. Like you can blast through the rows pretty quick, but this is like every single car holds a special place in your heart. So I'm going to try my best to just go in with an open mind and like really relax and not try to be too excited about it all, even though I already am. But
you're going to need that golf cart. You're definitely going to need that golf cart to see them.
Yeah, I know, right? And do like
last year was the first year. Yeah, like previously Foxtoberfest, you could see them all. It was so challenging. You had to spend like most of the day. Last year, it was like, it went from 400 and some to over 700. So, yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Matt, like I'm looking forward to just the whole thing. Like, I don't want to miss a single second of it, right? So we're doing the full deal, soup to nuts, from Wednesday on, and gonna take in all the shows, all the barbecues, definitely all the beer stops, and just whatever. The neatest part for me, quite honestly, is I feel as though we're way up here in Canada. We've got 10 times less as many people as you guys do, and we just don't have the numbers to be in the mix of what you guys are down there, right? Especially out where you are. That's Mustang country. I actually have a friend that just moved. I forget the name of the town, but it's in North Carolina. And he goes, Garrett, every day I go out, I see a Fox body running around. They're everywhere. And around here, it's kind of like seeing a unicorn. So.
Yeah. It's really true. There's a lot down here. Well, especially during that week. It's awesome. All around Charlotte. I do recommend doing the poker run too. So, because that's a great way to sort of see a lot of stuff going on in the city as well. And you might win something. So basically, for anybody that doesn't know that's watching, they do something every year at Foxtoberfest called Poker Run, and they give you a list of stops to go, and you get a poker card when you go. And it's fun, interesting things, breweries, whatnot. And when you go, you get the card, you try to get your best poker hand. So if you get a royal flush, ace, king, queen, jack, 10, a one suit, you're gonna win something.
Right. So the more places that you go, the more cards you might end up getting. Then you get.
Yeah, because you can get more. You're just making your best 5-card hand. So recommend that for sure. And actually, we are going to still do the giveaway. So anybody just joining or just dropped in and out, we do have a VIP giveaway coming up later. Last one available in the show. But we have Dead Riseful in the chat right now, Sam, and he works for Foxtoberfest and all that. So if anybody has any questions about the show, they can throw those in the chat.
Is that's Samuel? I've chatted with him on email a bunch. Yeah.
That is. In fact, I uploaded a video today. Most of you probably haven't seen it because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like this one so far. I think it's a 10 out of 10. But it's featuring his 83 4i all original that he took on the Hot Rod Power Tour. So
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool video. He'll have that at Foxtoberfest too. But I want to pivot back to Gary. Again, maybe everybody knows who you are in the chat, but maybe somebody will catch this later that's not. What is, and from what I've seen in your channel, you do a lot of different things, right? You sort of talk about what's going on in the Fox body scene. Definitely get a lot of that in the podcast, but you did a lot of how-tos for a while. You got this convertible you're sort of restoring. How would you characterize your channel? Is it just a Fox body channel, or give us a little more info on that?
Oh, it's funny, Matt. Probably the quickest way to sum it up is jack of all trades, master of none. But the Fox body stuff it's always had a very special place in my heart. However, I do mess around with everything and anything mechanical under the sun. I kind of like, I think most people, Chris for sure. Well, actually you too, when you did some F100 stuff, right? With your old truck.
Yeah, everyone's forgotten because I haven't put a video on in about a year, but yeah, that is true. You're OG. You're OG. There we go.
Totally, buddy. So, I mean, I did some stuff, some work on a buddy's truck. It was this little 2003 Chevy short box regular cab 4x4 truck, and it had a little LS V8 in it, and rebuilt it and kind of did my standard sort of, here's the high notes and the quick little how-tos as I was working my way through it. Matt, those videos, they're not even on life support. Like, I'm talking just lip stand face plant. It's crazy.
It'd be that way sometimes.
Well, and it was really, really odd to me because I'm like, well, regardless of the style of content or whatever, I mean, it is LS stuff. And LSs are pretty popular. I'm like, how could this not slide in there at least slightly? I can't even get these. I couldn't pay these videos to get over 200 views. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, so, I know what you mean there.
But then pull something on a Fox, right?
Yeah.
And they go.
Stick to what works. Stick to what works. We got Andrew Hamlin in the house earlier too. I know he'll be at Foxtoberfest this year.
I'm looking forward to meeting those guys.
Yeah, he does a great job with everything that they put out. Andrew's a lot of fun too, so might be able to get a beer in him one night at the Foxtoberfest Thursday night. You coming out to the brewery event, Gary?
Oh yeah.
You should be, because you're a YouTuber, or what is it? YouTuber Foxtoberfest. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm definitely looking forward to that event. Chris tells me too, we've got a little bit of a high level overview of where the tents are, and they're fairly close to the beer gardens from what I understand, which I'm very excited about.
I didn't know that, actually. I haven't been paying attention. Well, I'm not. So for those that don't know, I actually will be not in the YouTuber section. I'll be over by the Fox Resto tent, because that's what I've done every year pretty much. So just why change tradition?
Yeah, totally right.
But I'll be over by the beer garden for sure.
I was like, wait, are you sticking me over there away from there? Where
so
I'm
let's clarify. Tar Heel Fox, my merchandise, and Tiffany will be over by the Fox Resto tent. I will be running around somewhere with a camera, probably near the beer garden.
Nice.
Thanks, babe. See, bring your wife if you can, Gary.
Team effort.
No, my kids are older, and actually, my daughter helps out too. She's 16. She helped sell some last year. So
nice. Are you bringing? Well, I guess you could. Like, everything's so close to you guys, right? The kids could come and whatever.
Yeah. They came last year, but there was a carnival going across the street, and the younger three went and hung out over there. My kids, I've said this before, but they're not really into cars as much. They're into basketball. That was what I started first. So they're like, oh, they can recognize Fox bodies and stuff, but it's not really their thing. So that's fine.
Right. Got to mix it up. Well, and I mean, that's why you guys are always doing the Tar Heel stuff, right?
Well, yeah, that's a big one.
That's
what's interesting too is a lot of times I just put this on my story, and you are on a Foxtoberfest Fox Body channel. But last night, even Tiff and I, we needed a break, so we went to a concert.
I want to hear about this. I watched your stories late last night
Yeah,
before I hit
okay.
the wrapper, and I'm like,
And I
holy,
felt
those guys
bad,
are working
kinda.
on it.
Yeah, I felt bad kind of because I'm like, it's not really car content. It's certainly not Fox Body content. But
It's
you know
just
what?
fun.
Every now and then, it's only a story. It'll go away in a day.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's exciting. So yeah, you'll be over in that section, the YouTuber section. We've got the Foxtoberfest. What else? What else are you looking forward to there, Gary?
Dude, okay, I'll be 1000% honest with you. So all this stuff is very, very exciting to me. But the one thing, I'm getting goosebumps as I prepare to say this. I honestly cannot wait to shake hands with all these people that I've been chatting with for the last 7, 8, 9, however long I've been farting around with this stuff, right? Like, I don't know any of these people face to face. I'm gonna have to say to them, hey, you got to show me your car, because that's what the little picture that I'm so used to recognizing you by is. And everybody's got a handle. You don't know too many people's first names.
Yeah.
So I am like giddy over this. And I'm a hugger. So I'm going to warn anybody that's watching right now. Yeah. I'm coming in hot.
I mean, that is actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because the first time it happened to me was probably Foxtoberfest 2019, where people came up and like actually recognized me. And when I went in 2018, I shared this on a previous stream, I had like not even 50 subscribers. I had 25 when I went that day, and by the end of the day, I had 50 and was over the moon. You know? And so I think, like, I don't know, by 2019, I'm trying to remember, I may have had 3,000 or 4,000 by then, something like that. And so I was not expecting any sort of, and then they come up and they say, yeah, I'm so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, I recognize the screen name. We start talking, and it's so exciting. You know, it's, I don't know, it's just wild. So that is one of my favorite things. And then 2021, of course, we skipped 2020. Tiffany even had people, right?
That one actually surprised me, because I'm standing there and people would just walk up and they just start talking to me like they knew me.
Right.
I didn't know them, but I'm like, apparently, hi. And they wouldn't say their name, and then they're like, hey, I'm so-and-so. Like that, like I'm not trying to be rude, but if you introduce yourself, I am so happy to meet anyone, but totally. I don't interact as much with the social media as much. I don't see that, or I might see screen names. I don't know names connected, but very happy to meet anyone.
That's what happens when your husband puts you on too many videos. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, I mean, I typically load videos up. I just sort of committed to myself to doing Tuesdays for whatever reason, right? I think it was like the very first one I put up. I'm like, okay, this is just going to stick. And
that's funny. Mine was Wednesday. That's the only reason why. But
yeah. There's no rhyme or reason other than that was just the first time you tried, right?
Yeah.
And I literally look forward to Tuesday evening, because like it's almost like getting a text from your friends, right? Like you get the comments popping up, you're like, oh, like, here we go, you know, like I'm gonna be out for a couple hours, I want to talk to everybody here, hun, right? Like give me some time. But I love it. Like this social media has so many different aspects to it, right? I mean, you've got it where, well, I'll be honest, my kids don't really fart around with much social media, because I want them to be kids and just go get dirt under your fingernails, and you got lots of time to do that stuff, right?
That's great.
However, they also know that dad has this KASL Customs thing. So they're like, well, wait a minute, right? Something's not right here. So it's a fine balance. However, I love the fact that I've been able to like meet so many amazing folks throughout these things. It boggles my brain. And like people from Europe and all over the bloody world. And to your point, Tiff, well, I haven't really experienced too much of this, like
you will
approaching me or whatever, but it's funny because I think like, just like us, say we watch a TV show and you get to know someone's personality and all of a sudden you've got this connection with them, right? And I think that's probably why people walk up to you and do that. They're like, hey, like I see you a couple times a week. We probably got a lot in common. Let's chat. And you're like, wait a sec, where do I know you from? Right? So
yeah, they'll probably be pretty good though. I mean, everyone knows that you're up there in Canada. So
right.
And you're actually West Coast, right? Near Vancouver or something like that?
Yeah, so just a little bit in from the West Coast, kind of in the center of British Columbia. So like for a geographical sort of pinpoint from the US straight north, I'd be like almost, no, Seattle's too far west. What would be more in the middle? There's not really anything in the middle of Washington. It's kind of east coast or east and west in that state. But anyway, I'm kind of in the middle of British Columbia. So, and only about an hour away from the US border. So I'm quite close.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what's, going back to this, like your channel, because obviously you would call it a Fox Body channel, right?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do on it? Like, what's your main pet? Do you have one thing that you enjoy doing more than all the others, or is it turned into just more of a what works best for your channel type thing at this point?
Well, here's the thing, and I'm actually quite looking forward to like talking to yourself and all the other folks that are doing this face to face, and I guess just sharing some of this stuff, because we all operate in our own little bubble, right? In front of your computer or whatever, and we're all trying to figure things out, and like, what do people want to see? Like, and I mean, not that you want to like focus on what do people want to see. You obviously just want to do what you love and hope that people love it too. But you naturally start paying attention to, well, okay, this was interesting, but that wasn't. So maybe more of this and less of that. Anyway,
right.
I probably like the personal rants almost, like just here's my theory on this, and they are dicey though, right? Because you're given information that can ruffle featers.
Yeah, but I love those when you do those. You did one on the Fox Body prices one time,
right?
Yeah. Those are great, man.
And it's kind of funny. I will say that I probably, even though I go into those somewhat scared, like, oh my God, I'm going to get barbecued on this one. But truth be told, like, a lot of people are like, hey, you know what? I'm glad somebody said this. Like, I was thinking the same thing, or something to that effect. So it makes me think that all of us crazy Fox Body nuts out there, like, we're all somewhat in between the same goalposts, So,
well, to make you feel a little better, you just made me remember this. This actually happened with Chris last year at Foxtoberfest, infamous project. There was somebody that left a comment, and I guess it was one of those controversial videos or something like that. And their comment was, we'll just say mean, right?
Right.
And so anyway, they saw him at the show, and they started engaging in a conversation about it. And actually, it turned out just fine, right? They were just like, hell, this is what I meant by that. And Chris was like, oh, okay, well, I took it like this. And they were like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean it like this. So sometimes, in person is a little bit better. You're behind the keyboard, like Tiffany sent me text before. Sometimes we'll get to argument over text.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get the long one from the wife, you're in trouble, right? Like,
man, I'm in trouble every day.
Yeah, if you got to scroll, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah. Well, cool. No. Well, there's going to be a lot going on. It sounds like you're going to come in on Wednesday then, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that is the plan. Matt, just
cars make it. Remember, so they've got a buffer.
Yeah, that's true too. I got to tell you a little bit of that timeline, but just real quick on the whole comment thing, I could not agree more. Sometimes I've received comments and gone like, I'm not even really too sure what you're referring to here. Like, and I get it. Everybody has everyone's wired a little different. And so maybe just the way that I raised my eyebrow when I said something, it was like, oh, he meant something else. And I know what he's thinking. It's like, no, I don't mean any harm, But anyway, yeah, that's the scariest thing. I sure as heck hope. Oh, yeah, that is Corona, buddy. Just so much is lost in texting context, right? It's just sometimes it's painful, but that's why we all got to get together at these shows, right? And that's
my favorite part is seeing everybody again, because I said this before too, but the Fox Body influencer community so far is the best I've seen. And I've talked to people outside of that community that are just more of overall Mustang influencers, and they say it's a lot more compete, whereas everybody's really personal. I mean, you'll see Caleb there, Foxcast Media. He'll talk to you. I mean, he talked to me when I had less than 50 subscribers. Let me do a little video on him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I fanboyed him back then. So he gives me a hard time about it every now and then, which rightly so. So
that meet all these folks. It's super, super exciting for sure.
Awesome. Well, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you brought up the route and the track or whatever, if you will, that we're going to embark upon here. So Chris and I are wow, it's so tough. I mean, because you're trying to almost live two lives, right? In that you still got your regular responsibilities, and then you're like, okay, I got this great big exciting trip I'm about to embark on, and everything in between. So we sat down a couple nights ago and started mapping out this route, to which we're going to be doing some more talking about, and I guess mentioning some of the high spot or the.
Yeah, you're going to be stopping some places, right? Seeing some.
Yeah.
People? Okay.
So, truthfully, probably the most common area that you could probably run into some people that we're going to hit is going to be Denver, Colorado. So that will be an overnight stay, and hopefully we can run into some other Fox Body folks that maybe aren't making the trip to North Carolina. But prior to that,
because we're trying to get to 1,000, so just bring a big trailer behind you and load up all their foxes, and you can take them home and go back.
Matt, we've joked about this. Like, wouldn't it be awesome to do like a Smokey and the Bandit convoy? Like, come on, follow us.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. I do that all the time.
Okay, so
the commenters let me know. You interrupt the guy. I like it.
Right. So we're gonna kind of diagonally cross through Washington. I'm gonna pick Chris up in Spokane, and him being an East Coaster of Canada hasn't really experienced much of the hilly country that the West offers. So I'm like, well, Yellowstone National Park's right in the heart of Montana. I mean, we can't not go there, right? Yeah. So we've got a little route planned through the heart of Yellowstone and down towards the southern end of it. As we're chatting away and we're both kind of zooming in and out on our phone maps, right? I'm like, holy Dinah, I said, this is Old Faithful. Is this like the geyser from the Bugs Bunny cartoons? Like, we got to stop and see this Old Faithful geyser. So the first leg is going to be a little bit of a high school like sightseeing trip, and we're hoping to get a bunch of neat content out of it where we can sort of showcase the countryside and the car. And then as we come out of there, we'll be hitting the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. And then it's more or less a straight shot south down into Texas from there. But we obviously got to be cognizant of time too. So we can't be farting around on the side of the road too much and whatever, right? Yeah,
I mean, that is something you definitely got to be cognizant of. One of the things, actually, I was going to ask you about that, the trip, though, is do you plan to, I know at one point, Chris mentioned possibility of meeting some other Fox Body influencers. I know Brutal can't make it to Foxtoberfest this year. Is that in the plans yet, or is that still potential?
Well, and I mean, I know I've really just got a high level geographic understanding of where we're going to be going through. And I mean, heck, I barely know the state some of these folks are in, let alone the city or town.
And me too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd love to. It just, the thing with it is, I mean, we're leaving on October 4th. And if we plan this out correctly and fingers crossed, like no hiccups, no breakdowns, whatever, we'll be putting in like 12+ hour days, and that will get us down into Texas by like Friday, I believe. So we'll leave on a Tuesday, get into Texas Friday, and then we've got this like quick little kind of turnaround with the 87 Dodge. Chris got a handful of things he wants to do to it while we're there, and then it's shooting up to you guys. And again, I mean, we've only got Saturday, Sunday, and we probably should be getting on our horse by like Monday to come up to you guys. So timing is going to be tight. We haven't left a whole lot of room, but at the same time, how do you? I mean, I wish I was, wealthy and I could just go, I'm going for a month, right?
Right. It's to take a month.
Yeah,
exactly.
But you just can't.
No, it's going to be great. You guys are doing it. I remember the only other thing I wanted to ask you about that was, are you going to try to upload vlogs like daily during the trip, or are you going to kind of
Right.
save the, yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
pretty
I know I've been thinking about this quite hard too, because well, you know, Matt, like, you know, you turn on the camera and you got gigabytes of data going everywhere, and I mean, these little laptops will start smoking quite fast, right? So I'm like, plus, do you want to drive 12 hours and then get to the hotel and sit there for another 8? You know, like, because this stuff, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but like, for anyone wondering, guys, like, this is massively time-consuming stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The other thing
especially if
I'll
you're
say, Gary, is you'll find that I should probably already found it. Editing does get quicker, but quicker means like it took me 3 hours to do last night's.
That was,
Right.
that was fast.
Instead of 8,
Yeah.
whatever it used to be.
Yeah.
This is it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it takes up a lot of a person's time, especially if you're a marble mouth like me and you can't even get what you want to say out the first bloody time.
Well, that's why you got a podcast, right? You
Yeah,
save it for the podcast.
right.
All right.
So
Well,
I think what we're going to do, though, sorry, long-winded answer for you, but we're going to try our best, service permitting, to do like just lives. So between Instagram and YouTube, I think we're just going to click the GoPro. There's actually a way. I should probably do a dry run before I hit the darn road here, but you can, through your GoPro to your GoPro app on your phone,
yep.
you can tie that all back end into YouTube and live stream from your GoPro. So there'll be some of that. I mean, ideally, I think we'll just maybe turn each camera on in the corners of the windshield and start yakking and showing some of the neat scenery and stuff, right?
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely going to encourage you guys to also, if you can,
Yeah,
do a proper vlog video of the trip. Edited.
Yeah.
At least one later. I would love to see it.
totally,
Just
buddy.
share it with me, and it's the unedited version.
No, 100%. And I mean, obviously, well, you've been on guy road trips. You know how funny some of the stuff that comes out of these things can be, right? Especially when you're eating 7-Eleven beef jerky and everybody knows how that ends up. So it's going to have a ton of comedy to it, I'm sure. I do have my brother, through the kindness of his heart, has loaned me his little DJI drone. So we're going to try and send that up in the air. And I mean, that stuff, I don't know. If I told myself I was going to sit down in a hotel and try and put stuff together on the daily, I think I'd miss out on a lot of it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a look back,
Yeah.
more of a after the show look back, I think.
Okay, cool. I love it. Well, without further ado, we actually have another guest joining us, Gary. You might have some questions for her. If not, I think some people in chat will. Let me bring her in here.
Hi.
Jen from Fox Resto. Foxtoberfest. Welcome to the stream, Jen.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, awesome having you back on. We've got Gary here from. I don't know if you
I
guys.
know. Hi, Gary. Good to see you again.
We have. I'm gonna give my laptop a hug.
Okay, here we're going in.
All right, let's see. How do I?
If you're coming on, I got to get another beer.
Now I've got Jen in the forefront, so we know who's important here. So Gary's going to grab another beer. Maybe I should go get my beer too, and we let the women talk. No, Jen. Yeah, thanks for being on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so latest and greatest developments. Well, we do have a giveaway coming up here in just a little bit. I think we'll do the giveaway in about maybe another 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
But any breaking news about Foxtoberfest or anything you want to get out there to the people? We're getting really excited about the show. Gary's never been, so.
I know. I'm excited for him to experience it, and really, like, anyone that experiences it for the first time is just blown away, and then once they've been there for one time, they just come back every time, because it's really, I think the real, what happens is, like, you feel this overwhelming feeling of love, like, just, connection, love and connection with other people around this machine that we all love. So it's just a really cool vibe. And like you guys were talking about, meeting all the people that you have talked to online, have had conversations, have made connections with, have never met them in person. And like Gary, to Gary's point, may not even know what they look like, really, until they're like, oh, I'm the one with the blah, blah, blah car. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I know who you are.
Totally.
So, yeah.
You know him by the car. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Well,
the big news is for right now is that registration packages are going out on Friday. They were supposed to go out Monday, but there have been some hiccups. But we are planning on Friday for those to mail out, which should still be plenty of time. And to anyone that's listening, if it happens that you don't get your package in the mail, which always happens to at least someone, we will take care of you at the show. So just come onto the show at any of the other events that you attend, find one of our staff and just tell them, and they will, work it out for you. Like we can handle all of that. It's not a huge problem. So if you don't get your stuff in the mail, and you registered, just come on down. We'll figure it out when you get here.
Awesome. Yeah, I know actually my registration did not come to me for a couple of years. It went down to my neighbor down the street. And,
we actually had some numbers transposed or something in your address.
Yeah. So that was great. So it even happens to me. So.
Yeah, I actually was talking to Sam today, and I Googled your address to make sure. I'm like, is that right? Okay, yeah, that's right. Like I went back to your text, I looked at what you sent me, and then I was like, what if he typed it wrong? Okay, I should look this up. Okay, no, that's his house. Okay, we're good.
There you go.
We've got a lot of people saying it'll be their first time at Foxtoberfest this year in the chat. Probably 3 or 4 people already.
Lots of virgins.
Awesome. What?
Lots of virgins.
Oh, yeah. And when you guys were talking about Smoking the Bandit, we actually have heard from at least 3, maybe 4 different groups that are bringing their cars on car haulers.
Really?
So we have one group that's putting 4 on one hauler, another group that's bringing 5 on a hauler, and another group that's bringing 3. So
wow.
I know. So, but it makes sense, right? Like for people that are gonna like trailer it, and then they have friends. Like there's definitely one group from South Florida. I don't know. They might be the 5. And so it's like a bunch of guys that are all coming together. And so they're like, well, instead of bringing 5 different trailers, why don't we just get a hauler and go that way? But I'm like, I have to get a photo of these things coming in because that is amazing.
That's too cool.
Super jazzed about that. Yeah. I haven't gotten a ton of merch in, but I have gotten some stickers that I'm like super excited about. So we've got, it says like the Foxtoberfest and the Motorsports font, and we've got like keychains and these pins that I'm wearing that's like the crest on it.
Cool.
But the one that I'm like super excited about is this like iridescent one or holographic one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks so good in the sunlight. I'm like super excited about that. So anyway, this is like my favorite, like when the merch starts coming in, it's just like, I don't know, it's like, yay, it looks so cute, like I love it. Yeah, I'm really jazzed about all this stuff.
Yeah, I've got last year's merch, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick up some of the new stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Tom's in the chat. War Admiral saying he's calling 1,100 cars. You heard it here first. So.
Oh, now he's like one-upping. So now like the bar keeps moving.
Yeah.
Tom, what are you doing to me, Tom?
we're hoping for it would be great, just to even go beyond what we had last year. So,
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And honestly, like, we have seen that our registration numbers are up, but I mean, I don't know. Then again, like, I know all of you YouTubers are out there like pushing it. So I don't know if it's, from that, like getting people that normally wouldn't pre-register to pre-register, or if it really is more, or I don't, it's hard to tell at this point. So, I can't call it. And obviously it depends on the weather and what's happening and whatever, all that kind of stuff. So, so we'll just see what it is. But yeah, I mean, even just the same numbers we had last year, it's just like that blew my mind last year. So it would blow my mind again if we had that same number.
And Jen, you have Sam in the chat helping people today. And he left a comment here. He said, it's thanks to all the community for these numbers. I agree with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Exactly. There is no show without people showing up with their cars. Like, that is what people want to see. And the community has 100% built this show, and it has been like grassroots from the beginning, and we plan to keep it that way. And for any of you who are not in our I Speak Fox Body group on Facebook, we use that as a resource to kind of poll you guys and find out, what you like. Like, I put up 2 pint glasses and said, do you like this design or do you like this design? And then like it literally came like split down the middle, and they were like, we need both designs. Okay. But that's really cool. I love using that and listening to what people have to say in there and taking their feedback and rolling it into the show, because it really is, the community show. We just kind of tell you guys where to park. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely, we're grateful to this community for creating this show and building it to the level that it's now.
Yeah. Well, so the one other thing I want to mention, and then Gary, if you got any questions for Jen, I'll go over to you next. But first is the registration is closed, but you can still come to the show. And can you register, Jen, like during the week, starting Wednesday, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, so you can register. There will be someone at the Mustang Owners Museum all week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so from 10 to 5, someone will be at the museum during those hours, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then if you are at any of the official events, at our shop in Locust on Wednesday, or at the Foxtoberfest, or at the kickoff party, anywhere that you can find any of our staff, we can get your registration at that point, which is actually, we prefer that, because on show day, the fewer people that we have to stop and take money from, the better. So if you can get in any of those other events and go ahead, we just give you a windshield sticker. And once you have that windshield sticker, you put it on your windshield before you enter. And then that's what signals them to just, get you to, just keep moving, You don't have to stop, basically. So it does get you in a lot faster if you do pick those up during the week instead of Saturday morning. So we appreciate if you do that.
Awesome. All right. Well, we had Caleb chime in here too. He's in the live stream. So welcome, Podcast Media. He said, who's ready for Foxtoberfest? Yeah. I think everybody on the stream is.
Yeah.
So, all right, VIP spot giveaway about to start. But first, Gary, is there anything you wanted to ask Jen, or any more comments that you had, sir?
I was going to comment, actually, Jen. So I heard you say that you were getting all the swag in, and you're like, oh, this is so cute. Now, this made me giggle, because I live with all women, except my dog. My dog's the only other male in the house, right? So I hear anything that I do. If I get a haircut, it's cute, right? And I'm like, guys, we got to get rid of this cute, like righteous and kick ass.
It's badass. Okay, that's what I meant to say, Gary. Right. My merch is badass.
I knew where you were going with it, just because of, I'm surrounded by females, but that's pretty good. No, I can't wait to come, Jen. I don't know how long you were hanging out in the basement there of StreamYard, but I was telling Matt and Tiff, like, I'm losing sleep. Like, it's like Christmas when you're 12 years old. I'm so goddamn excited for this show. So really, really pumped.
That's how I feel like anytime there's a Fox cruise, and like, it's like, you think about it and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this cruise. But then like when I actually get there, I'm like, this is so fun.
Oh yeah.
And it's like that like giddy feeling, right? And I imagine like that's probably what you're feeling now.
100%. Like, I get excited if I see another one on the road.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can see them all week, Gary. All week.
I know. Everywhere. So if you're gonna slam 1,000 into one area, like, my mind's blown.
And like that's what's really fun too. Is it like it's not just like at the show. Like you'll see people at the gas station. You'll see people at the drive-through. Like they're just everywhere, and you get to see them in the wild. Like they're just like, oh my god, did you see that one? And it's like that's really part of the fun that I feel like nobody really talks about, that you just get to like see them just driving around and be like, hey man, what's that? What do you got in there? Or,
totally.
Like revving your engines at each other and whatnot.
Yeah, just kind of wave at each other. It's like I see you.
Oh yeah. Like the little wave. I think the Corvette and Jeep people have it. What should be the Fox body wave? I think everybody should go like have convertibles and go like this.
Hang out the top. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Gary's got a convertible there.
I love it.
All right. Well, I think with that, it might be time to spill some details on this giveaway.
How do you do it, Matt? So what's the background that you're rolling with?
Yeah. So, well, we got a little echo there. I don't know what happened with the audio.
Is that me? Oh, no.
Let me see what's going on here. Let me try. Jen, I just muted you and it went away. So I don't know what happened, but I'm going to unmute you now, and you might have to. Yeah, it's got echo.
Oh, I'm echoing.
Let me remove you from the stream.
Jen's not echoing for me, Matt, but you definitely are.
How about now?
Nope, you're clear. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So I bumped her out.
Somehow, yeah.
So let me
beat it, Jen.
Bye.
All right, you're back.
Okay.
Oh no. All right.
Oh, it's still echo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe try to disconnect the whole way and rejoin the link. And I'll do that. I'll cover the details. Get one. So, all clear again, right? I think no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is how we're going to do it, guys. So we're going to put all Tiffany's over here with her laptop, and she's going to get all the names. People are going to have to drop something in the chat right now, live, and she'll get all the names in.
I can read it, right?
Yeah, I can't read. Everybody knows I'm blind now. I'm at 42. And when we get all the names, I'm going to say, all right, that's it. And we're going to put them in a random number generator. And I'm going to say it here live. Mm-hmm. Now,
cool.
I see Jen's back. So let me try to add her and see how we're doing.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, you're clear.
Yep. Thanks. So, what we're going to do is in the chat, you're going to have to put the year of your Fox body. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jen, but 79 to 93. Is that right?
78 if you're counting non-Mustang Foxes. Yep,
78. Okay. 78 to 93 of your Fox body chassis car that you are bringing to the show. The engine doesn't matter. No. You can have any engine in it you want, but the chassis matters. It has to be on a Fox chassis platform, 78, 93, and you have to bring it to the show. So if you're wanting just to win the jacket only, you can't do that.
Or to win the spot to give to someone else. Just go ahead and do it if it's going to be for you.
Yeah. Actually, I'm the one giving it away. So it'd be great if you enter, if you're going to let me give it away.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier for me. But, so that's how we're going to do it. And we're going to go ahead. And I have not started yet. But
do I need to start now?
Let's see. There's already been a couple. They're already starting to put it. So go ahead. Let's see. Put it in. And we will get your screen names down here. So Tiffany's doing that. We've got.
Okay, Chad.
We started with Chad. Chad's the first one that we saw. So
while
Tiffany,
you're doing that, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to give a little shout out to Mr. Rob Carter. He's the gentleman that won my giveaway. And Samuel, if you're still on the live stream here, thanks so much for helping us out there, because he was one of these fellas that had bought a ticket and then won the ticket. And Jen was kind enough, like these guys are great, and whatever, helped them out. And he's just tickled that, he's part of the whole VIP giveaway, right? So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for that. Rob, if you're here, congrats, buddy. I can't wait to shake your hand. Really looking forward to meeting you in person. So
yeah, that's right. You gave away one, and actually, I think all the YouTube channels did, right? Is that right, Jen? Or?
Yeah, everyone did.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it is. It's super neat. I know we actually had a little bit of a hiccup because the first fellow that won it was from Canada and couldn't get the time off. And I'm giving him a hard time. Like, I got to drive way further than you do. You still got to come, But anyway, yeah, we actually got one nailed down here, this Rob. So it was really, really cool.
Awesome. Well, Tiffany's furiously typing away here.
I'm worried what my face is looking like, and I'm like focusing so much.
You're doing the evil eye. Jen, how's Matt holding up?
Yeah, he's doing all right. I mean, buried in work at the shop. I mean, as you are when you work on Fox bodies, right? Like,
true.
Yeah, I was there Saturday working on some stuff for Nemesis, and it's shop's still full of cars. We did a wiring harness party day on Nemesis.
Oh, right.
You may have seen in my Instagram stories.
Yeah.
That's not fun. I've literally been filming the same YouTube video for the last 3 weeks.
Foxcast asked if he can enter.
Sure. He can enter. He can bring another Fox. Get a Fox there.
Is he bringing his car? Caleb, are you bringing your car, buddy?
Well, one thing is that he may not answer until tomorrow night, because I do believe tomorrow night I'm going to have another live stream and Caleb will be joining. So,
oh, hey now.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to, and Gary, you can enter too, actually, if you want to. You're not bringing a car. That's right.
Well, I'm bringing this 250,000-mile toilet. No, it's a good car. But
hey, anything can go in VIP, just like anywhere else. So
true.
All right, let's see.
More.
Yep, a lot more.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, hold on.
So Tiffany's still grabbing, guys. We're gonna keep it open. You want to
can I
get
see
back up
the
now?
chat, guys? How do I get a?
Some
view of
people are
this?
now talking, so they're not doing the entry part.
What'd you say there, Gary?
I can't see the chat. Is it just on your guys' end? It must be. Hey.
Oh, maybe so.
You might have to click comments. Like you might be in the private chat area.
Uh-oh. How do I get out of this private room?
Oh no. Like there should be a sidebar that has the comments or private chat.
Oh, here
Maybe
we
you have
go.
to leave
Private
full screen
chat
in it.
comments.
Keep going.
Oh,
you go.
geez.
Okay, there are no more entries. I've got 21 right now.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I like what Caleb
Fun.
said. I like it. He's keeping it from you, Gary. He said I have to tune in tomorrow night.
All right.
That
All right.
That will be a different time. I believe we're going live at 6 Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So he's going to save that. I like it. And we're going to be talking about. I'm excited because Caleb's been going to Foxtoberfest longer than me. So we usually talk about memories. Gary, we couldn't do memories with you because this is the first one. So I'm excited about that tomorrow.
It's true.
All right.
Look at this. Lance is lighting me up in the comments now. Now I'm tuned in. He's
Here
giving
we
me a
go.
rough
We're
time
gonna
about
do
A.
Hi, Lance.
Can I double check about a few?
Yeah.
Don't
So
worry.
going to double check.
Don't worry about it, eh?
I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes. This is your 2-minute warning to get last in, and then we're going to draw the VIP. Looks like we've got, thinking about how many entries so far. I don't know. Tiffany's checking. So somewhere in the 30s, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is a great chance to win, honestly.
Actually,
Yeah. Those are fantastic odds.
it's the odds are ever in your favor.
Gary, did you enter? Because Chris doesn't have a VIP spot, did he? Does he?
No, there's a VIP spot, and then we've got the 2 YouTube spots.
Oh, that's right. So you're already covered.
Yep, we're clear.
All right.
And I'm only packing a spare pair of Ginch, so I got nothing to stay up really. So
cool. Well, Tiffany's double checking the comments. Hopefully everyone entered because we're about to shut it down. You're going to hear alarm go off. I got about a minute here to go.
I haven't seen any more. I just, was typing furiously and misspelled.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and save that and send it on over to me.
All right.
And I can get it in the random number generator here. And yeah, what a chance to win.
1 in 30.
VIP. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited, actually, honestly. This is our 3rd year in a row.
It's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah. And to do it live is going to be exciting. So let's see. Someone says, wish I was on the ball. Does anyone need a nice box at their tent? So, all right. And what else we got in here? Can't wait to meet you guys. 2017 was my last year going. Okay, as Clark, it's been since 2017, so that'll be quite a difference.
Yeah.
Was that the previous high, Jen? Was 2017 prior to last year? Was that the?
Yeah, it was 467.
Yeah.
In 2017.
467 to 718 was the highs. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Pretty excited about it. All right, so Tiffany's getting them sent over to me. We'll be just a little bit because she's having password issues with her Google account.
My children used my laptop and it's signed in on their name, so I got to sign back in.
Jen says hi. So anybody just joining, there's still a chance. If you want to win this VIP spot, just drop the year of your Fox Body Mustang that you want to bring. So Jen from Lake Norman, if you want to win a VIP spot and if you haven't entered yet, put the year of your Fox Body that you would bring to the show in the chat right now, and you can get entered to win the drawing. And I do remember you actually specifically asked me you're looking for a spot. So hopefully you can make it. And let's see what. As not bringing my car, I was there from Alabama in a 90 LX Terminator swap. Okay. Are you bringing a car this year, Ez? That'd be the question I would have. So it doesn't have to be a Mustang, Chris, or if you were asking about that, just any Fox body.
Oh, here's a couple more entries, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Andrew Hanlon just brought something up, and I would like to mention it if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Hanlon Motorsports is actually, in conjunction with Big Brothers Big Sisters, has donated a T5 transmission that they rebuilt that will be given away, that will be raffled off at the show to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters. So we are so appreciative to them, because that is like a huge prize that a ton of people are going to want and need. So when you get to the show, make sure you head over to the Big Brothers Big Sisters booth and buy some raffle tickets for a chance to win that rebuilt T5 by Hanlon Motorsports.
That is amazing. All right, who can use it? So there should be a drag contest so somebody could blow up their T5 and then possibly win one.
Yeah, do some 2-gear burnouts and let's see if we can melt the T5 out of a Fox.
Andrew, will you install it at the show for them too? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There's some more entries that came in.
entries.
Absolutely.
I would love to watch that, though. Really.
I know, right? Start with
okay.
Jen. And so one other thing I'm going to need to do when Tiffany gets it over to me, she finally got into her email. That was quite an interesting thing to see. But when she gets it over to me, I'll be removing any duplicates from the list. People may have put their year in twice, so I was she's getting the last of the names here. But so this is a long drum roll. Thanks for being on here, Gary and Jen, everybody hanging in long.
Oh, buddy, I'm loving it. I'm good. I got a couple more sips of beer, and I got more in the fridge.
Your podcasts go like 3 hours sometimes, right?
Oh yeah,
and especially like the chat. Like these are all my friends, so I feel like I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Yeah, it's a big party. It's a big gear. I've been starting to enjoy these again. You know, I used to do live streams all the time. Foxtoberfest is making me do them weekly.
Andrew's saying he's going to install it there for you too. So I'll give him a hand. I already told Jen if she needs any help while I'm in town, I'll paint walls, I'll pack beer, I'll do whatever. So I'll give Andrew a hand installing this transmission too.
Okay.
There you go. I'll help too. I'll turn a wrench.
So that threw in a few more. Yep. Okay.
Yep. All right. I see the Real Fox Body Addicts is in here too. I don't know if you're here earlier, but for anybody that wasn't in here earlier, this is your absolute last chance right now. Put your year of your Fox Body if you want to win the VIP spot. Do it now if you haven't already. It's your last chance. I don't see anything else coming in. Go ahead and send it over, Tiff.
All right.
Send it to the internet. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I would totally. This is what Hanlon's saying. Oh, wrong comment. Here we go. Let's see. I would totally install that. There you go. Oh yeah, Chef Trey Tree Mike wants to go now.
All right.
Now, which email did you send it to? My Gearhead email? No. Okay. Don't say any other emails out loud because we're live. This one?
That one.
He sent it. He sent it to snookypie@hotmail.com.
No, it just came in. It was there. See.
All right. I guessed the right one.
Did I?
So there you go. I really don't want people watching to know that one because I already get too many emails there and I don't check it. I would rather if you want to send me an email, send it to 704gearhead@gmail.com. All right.
Hey, Jen, I haven't heard you guys talk much about this whole stereo competition, which I think is a pretty cool little add-on.
Oh my God, so excited. Okay, and I'm glad you brought that up because so Mike Clay, formerly of Mustang Week, has started a new club called Retro Stangs. And he is actually hosting a stereo competition on the Friday night before the big show. So at the kickoff party at Embassy Suites, at 6 p.m., we're going to have a stereo competition with 10 Foxes with badass stereo systems in them that are going to like drop some mad 90s beats. And I cannot wait for it.
The Embassy Suites is going to love you.
Right?
Deep bass and rattling rear license plates. They're going to absolutely love you.
Yeah.
Is it going to be judged or how's that going to work?
Yeah, it is going to be judged. I don't know how I don't know how the judging is working, but yes, there are actually prizes, and it will be judged. And like I said, I'm not sure on the details on that. I did just see that Mike just bought like a new sound system for his Fox, for his 80 Cobra. and there's like these huge cans. There's like 3 of them in the hatch area. He just put that up, I think, yesterday or today, and it looks amazing, and it looks like it will just like blow your hair off.
Okay, so not to get too nitty gritty into the details, I'm sure they'll all come out in due time, Jen, but Josh Kennedy, who has entered his car, and I think it's probably got a pretty decent chance of lifting some heavy weight within this comp. Anyway, we were wondering, is there a common song that everyone needs to play, or is it kind of bring your own noise, or how does that work?
I think that's probably part of it, is like picking it's not, I don't think it's the same song, but then again, I don't really, but then how do you compare?
Right.
But then who wants to hear the same song 10 times?
I bet Mike's got a
competition. It's kind of like saying who wants to see the 10 different cars do burnouts. I mean, it's all a little different.
I'm sure Mike has a good way.
I don't know, but I mean, I think Mike did say that this was the first annual, so this is just the beginning of something big.
Right.
But I love that he's bringing like the party vibes and like just something like fun for people, and also like nostalgia, right? And there's a lot of younger people that are into the Foxes that never got to experience like, you know, cruising the strip with like a big sound system, like back in the day in their Fox and stuff. So I think it's going to like bring a lot of that out, and a lot of those memories that a lot of us have probably forgotten, you know, that have kind of gone by the wayside. And then once it happens, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this, you know?
Yeah.
So,
cruising on, it was in Greensboro. It was High Point Road you used to cruise on.
Yep.
Not too far from Charlotte.
Well, every town had like some place, that was it was US 1 in South Florida for us.
That's why the convertibles were actually the coolest then, because
right,
down,
and
you could, like, talk to people as you were
talk to
driving by.
people. Yeah,
like people could see, you could see and be seen, like
I may have been cruising on High Point Road trying to talk to girls, pick up girls. Not successfully, but you know. Anyway, I guess I picked up one, so I'm good.
There you go. That's all you need.
Okay, well, I think everybody, we are ready.
I'm about to say,
Right.
We want to know who won this VIP spot, right?
I want to know. I'm dying.
All right.
We have
everyone.
26 entries.
Wow.
All right, so great chance to win. Here we go. I've got them in the random number generator. I'm clicking pick one. Victor Singleton. Victor, are you still in here? Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, Victor.
What year Fox was Victor?
Tiffany didn't put any of those down.
I didn't.
Oh, Tiff.
I know. I always do every year. Victor, you got to respond, buddy.
I saw his name.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, you saw his name when I went really fast.
Oh, no. Go back down.
Okay.
There it is. No. Oh.
There he is, right there, still here. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he?
Yay!
All right.
Congratulations, Victor.
90. Well, there you go. Congrats,
90
man.
notch. Oh, that's what Peaches is.
There we go.
A little kinship there. So yeah, good job on the 90 notch.
That's awesome. Email me at 704gearhead@gmail.com instead of gearhead704 at 704gearhead. I'll put it in the chat right now. Email me there. Just send me a screenshot of your YouTube ID when you email me, and then I'll get you on over to Jen. But you are the winner of the Foxtoberfest VIP spot. Last spot.
Yay! Congratulations. You're going to have an amazing time. VIP is extra special.
Yeah.
How many VIPs are there, Jen?
So I think we're at 94. And VIP, so what they get is they get 2 parking spaces. So their Fox will be parked diagonally within their space. They also get this special item, either a chair or a jacket, which that's the only way you can get those is through the VIP experience. And so they are a hot commodity, very enviable item that's walking around the show field for sure. And Harris Lou did an amazing job with the logo this year. We have that crest that has the motorsports theme. So people are excited about that. You also get access to the Foxy Lounge, which is something new. It's a party tent that's going to be there. You also get catered lunch in the VIP tent. So, and early parking. So just like tons of stuff. You'll feel really special. It's really a huge prize. And thank you, Gearhead, for giving it away for us.
Thanks for letting me. I love it. It's so much fun. So much fun.
Absolutely. It is fun.
And I usually, Victor, so you know, I usually try to put the winner in my videos, whoever wins the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow Chris won last time and everyone thought it was rigged. But yeah, so hopefully we get to do that. And the Foxy Lounge, that's where you're going to have some of the YouTubers at. Is that right, Jen?
Yeah, so each YouTuber will have a certain time slot. So when you get to the show, you'll be handed a show program, and that will tell you what time each YouTuber will be in the Foxy Lounge. So all VIPs have access to the Foxy Lounge. You can also buy access to the Foxy Lounge if you're not a VIP. So it's certainly open to anyone who has either bought the passes or is VIP, can hang out in there all day long. And you get within the Foxy Lounge, there's like, it'll have its own bar, and that's the only place you can buy liquor at the show that day. There'll also be the cigar loft will be in there. You can buy cigars. You cannot smoke them in that tent, but you can buy them in there from Derek. He's really cool, local business. And you can also buy Foxtoberfest merchandise, which is a much smaller line, shorter line than what's in the other tent. And then just like loungy, you know, couches and just like hangout space for you. So just a cool vibe. Oh, we'll be playing Mike Clay's Retro Stings playlist in there. So you'll get a taste of Mike Clay's musical taste in that tent as well. So it'll just be a fun party vibe. But like I said, the YouTubers will be in there for certain times during the day. So check that schedule to find your favorite ones and cruise in and out of there as you want to.
So if they want to meet Gary from KASL Customs, they can go in there, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to come in and drink some maple syrup with a Canadian, you just slide on in.
I love it. I love it. Well, Gary, any last thoughts or comments on Foxtoberfest 2022? Your first time coming to the show.
Oh, I know. I mean, I guess if you're interested in watching me and the Infamous Project cruise across the country, tune in. We're going to be, like I was saying earlier, going to be doing it live on our YouTube channels and on our Instagram channels. And the big, I guess, city that we're going to cross and spend the night in is going to be Denver, Colorado. So anybody in that area, if you want to hook up for a beer, I mean, reach out, right? We'd love to, if we could do a little kind of lead up to Foxtoberfest show kind of halfway through the tour. That would be
Foxtoberfest Brewfest.
Right? So, and we're spending the night. So yeah, we're definitely hoping we're near a pub and yeah, have some fun with you guys. So and then after that, yeah, hit Texas, and then we're on our way to North Carolina. So
I'm definitely gonna be watching the streams. Definitely gonna try to get up with you guys. Probably not during the event. Maybe we'll do something on the Wednesday night because I know it'll be crazy during the event.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, ideally, I'd love to be there a day earlier than everything kicks off and just settle in and whatever. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted on that, Matt. I can't wait.
At least you won't be working. Like me, I'm making that mistake, so don't do that.
Right.
That's what happens when you go to too many shows. You don't have any vacation time left. You're like, I don't need to take off. I told Jen I was going to take off this year. I didn't, Jen. I am not.
No, that's the tough thing, hey?
Oh, well. I'll make it happen. If you see Tiffany show up without me, you know why. I'm actually I've done that before.
He's actually threatened a couple times. He's like, if I'm stuck at work, you just going ahead. You going ahead.
Make her vlog, guys. Make her vlog.
Yeah, the Miss Gearhead 704.
Yeah. Jen, any last thoughts? Foxtoberfest 2022?
I mean, it'll be here in just a minute for real. So yeah, everything looks like it's ready to go, and we're excited for new things this year. Like we're doing a cruise tomorrow mountain. I'm super excited about that. And then yeah, we got the stereo competition, and it's going to be a great week. It's going to be so much fun with all my Fox friends, and I am completely jazzed about it.
Absolutely. And I gotta give Tiff a chance. Anything you want to say about Foxtoberfest?
I am along for the full ride. I'm
All right.
excited.
All right. Well, if you guys want to hear more about Foxtoberfest, tune in tomorrow night when we will have Caleb from Foxcast Media joining us, telling us about his Foxtoberfest memories. He's got a lot of them, guys.
Yay!
And what he thinks about 2022. So very excited to have Caleb on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. So thank you, Gary, so much for joining. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And thanks, Jen, as always.
Yeah,
No, thanks
you.
for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Great
This was
time.
great.
And check out his podcast, check out his YouTube, KASL Customs and everything, podcast Rolling My 50. And I'll see you here tomorrow night on Gearhead 704. You can also check out my latest video plug. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye.
Hey, guys.
Bye. Bye.